Tucked away in a small garage, in a small town in the north of England, sits one of the biggest marketing opportunities in the country. And it's all down to the passion of one man, David Ellis. David has spent the last 5 years developing and building a GT race car that is set to take the racing world by storm. 700 brake horsepower, 240 miles per hour, Formula One suspension, carbon fiber body shell, and the best V8 in the world.
I was fortunate enough to own an Aston in the early 70s, went to this hill climb, the wife and children and the luggage got out, and I just went up the hill and I came home with 5 trophies. I've won several championships. I also did quite a lot of racing for several years in the Intermarque Championship. The Intermarque Championship is the, it used to be called the Aston Ferrari Jaguar Porsche AC Challenge. From 1982 to 1986, I don't think I was ever beaten, possibly once.
In the 24 years he's been racing and building Aston Martin GT race cars, he's won over 200 races, walked away with 5 championships, and in one season forced the organisers to change the rules to give other drivers a chance of winning.
I had also raced in other series in those years, and some of the competitors, namely one was TVR from Blackpool, and they, at the end of '86, said, you know, will you be racing next year? I said, yeah, why? And they said, we're going to build a car especially to beat you. With that gauntlet thrown down to me, I went ahead and made the car quicker. And then consequently, a year or so afterwards, TVR turned out with this car that they'd got a special designer in to build to beat me, and they didn't manage to beat me.
For the last 5 years, David has turned his back on the track and put all his energy into his latest and greatest project, the Aston Martin V8 GT race car.
Astons have brought out a 4-valve engine, probably the best V8 engine in the world today. It's very, very nearly 700 brake horsepower as it is now, and there is considerable potential for a few more brake horsepower with mild camshaft modifications. We've got the Formula One design suspension, and another thing, it is the best balanced car out there in GT racing today. This enables you to get the power on much sooner coming out of corners. As it is now, it is geared for 200 miles an hour, which is the sort of speed that you'll probably see at a race meeting. If we were to gear it for top end speed and take some downforce away from the car on a long straight, I wouldn't think that there would be a problem in obtaining sort of 240 miles an hour.
As a long-term member of the prestigious Motorsport Industry Association, David was asked to display his car on their stand at this year's Autosport International show.
And this fabulous silhouette Aston Martin from Dave Ellis.
Motorsport at this level is very heavily sponsored, and what we need is a top-level sponsor to join us, to put us out there, and hopefully we can take a few trophies from the big boys. It's been very well received with everyone who's seen it, and not only is it a beautiful vehicle, we've paid special attention to detail. All the technical aspects have been very well thought out, and this car is the result of 23, 24 years of motor racing. All the innovations have been brought together. It took 5 years to do it, and this is what we've come up with, and I'm very, very proud of it.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow.
As you can see, the car at the moment is all yellow, but it could very easily be any colour you wish.
For details on sponsorship of the Aston Martin V8 GT race car, call David Ellis personally on 01 257 480 452.
Look how they shine for you, and all the things that you